Okay, it's 4 minutes past 6 o'clock, and we're starting the session now. Sneha, you're good to go. Shall we start?
Yes, Shweta.
Okay, so before I hand over the stage to Sneha, I would want to just introduce who we are, so that you get to know us better before the session start. So this is our webinar for the day. The topic for the day: influence, inform, and engage your audience. Present your story in slides. So this is conducted by Sneha, who is an instructional designer. So, this is who we are. We are Adaptive Creative Labs. We aim on skilling a million people. So, we are professionals from various MNCs, you can say, reputed companies like Wipro, Infosys, EY, Intel, NetApp. We are learning design experts. We offer a lot of learning solutions and products. We are also the enablers of effective learning for growing organizations. And we are a team of content designers, video experts, and technology experts. These are some of our clients whom we work with right now, Infosys, VMware, Intuit, Upgrad, Simply Learn, etc. So we build a lot of content marketing collaterals as well as learning products for these clients. So we bifurcate our programs into four. So if you can see here, we have cohort-based courses. We have something called as Smart Start, wherein we concentrate on reinforcement learning. It can be in the form of storytelling. We have a lot of master classes and workshops going on. These are for shorter durations. And then Smarties, this is essential employability skills. So we train college and experienced people of about 1 or 2 years, professionals, on their employability skills, on improving their employability. So, coming to today's trainer's introduction. So, these are some of Sneha's avatars. She is an associate product manager with us with the Adaptive Creative Labs. Uh, so she's also maintaining the Smarties Club platform for us. She's also an instructional designing a designer and e-learning developer. So she creates courses for diverse fields and varied formats. It can be on a storyline, it can be on a PPT. So she knows how to engage the learners through her visualization skills. She is also a digital marketer. So, if you see on the right side, she's also a self-taught phytologist. So, this is a question for you. What does this meaning? Do you want to take a guess? You can guess what does it mean. She's also a budding writer. She loves to read. So these are Sneha's avatars. So with this introduction about Sneha, I hand over the stage to her. Sneha, we welcome you to the session. We welcome all the learners who have joined us today. Thank you for joining. So, Sneha, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Shweta, for the wonderful introduction. I'll quickly share my screen. In today's session, we'll go through the importance of presentation skills and what are the different tools available and what are the different grammar tools available that you can use while creating your presentation decks. And by the end of the session, you should be able to make an informed decision about the various tools and which tool is right for you. So before we start, let's take a look at an example. So here I have a presentation in front of me. So what do you think about this slide? How do you think if someone is presenting this slide to you and you're just watching them present it, what will your first thoughts be?
So, Mumtaz says too much points.
That's right, yeah. It's too cluttered, right? So this is something we got from the web, and this is what they're saying. Too much text and font is too small. This is not something we would want to look at. And what do you think about this? I think this is not easy on my eyes, and the colors don't go well. This font cannot. The color of the font is not that readable. This combination is not just right. Yeah, that's what they also say. And this one. This is like it's all over the place, right? All of the images and everything. We just don't know where to look at and what is happening. Yeah. So these are some of the examples of how not to create a storyboard, a PowerPoint presentation. So why do you think presentation skills are important? So by now, most of us would have had an opportunity to present a slide, be it in a college or in an office, where we have to convey some points, where we have to talk about some topic, um, in a college seminar or even in a workplace. So while you're doing that, you have to communicate your ideas better. The presentation that you have on the screen is going to communicate your ideas and what you want to tell your audience. So, the presentation that you create will also showcase your expertise. If you're going to create a very informed slide, it will showcase that you have knowledge about the field and what you've learned. If you're going to use some charts and data to represent your learnings and findings, it will better communicate what you want to say to the audience. Again, it shows leadership and influence. It uh, it boosts your confidence. Even before presenting for this webinar, I was slightly nervous. So I think we have to continuously learn, and that anxiety is going to be there. The more you present, if your slides are neatly conveying your ideas, it will boost your confidence. And it facilitates teamwork and sharing ideas within the group. So how can you develop your presentation skills? First thing is that we have to know our audience. Uh, Whether you're going, what kind of presentation you're going to create, and to whom you're creating it, who your audience is. That is something we have to know very clearly. If it's going to be an office setup, even in the office, if it's going to be an internal team, or is it going to be a client, is it going to be a pitch deck, or is it going to be a presentation of your report? Something like that. And if it's in a college, if it's going to be a seminar of your project, or you're going to present a topic, something that sometimes in colleges the faculties know, they divide the chapters and give it to the students, and by then they would cover the portions themselves. So if it's going to be like that, you need to know your audience and what you're going to convey. Like I said, the structure of your content is very important, and how you engage using the slides and presentation, how you use your visuals. It need not just be always slides. You have to use multimedia. You have to use images and other tools, so that people just don't sleep off, they are engaged. And of course we have to practice a lot of times. And if you have your mentor or a senior, it is important that you seek feedback from them. So, what are the different presentation tools available? There are three different presentation tools available. One is Canva, the other one is Google Slides, and the next is PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. I think most of us are familiar using basic PowerPoint tools. Now, let's take a deeper look at what these three are and how it varies and how you can choose the right tool for you. So here are some of the points that we have to keep in mind before selecting the right tool. Like I mentioned before, you have to know your audience. These are some of the parameters we are going to be using today. We'll compare, analyze, and decide what is right for us. The audience, the mode of presentation, if it's going to be virtual or if it's going to be in-person presentation, and how the audience are going to be joining in, and whether the presentation, the slides that you have, is it going to be reading material that you're going to share with them, or if it's just a reference for you to just have it while you're talking. All of that matters. The creative needs. So if it's just going to be a pitch deck, how creative the visuals have to be varies. And if it's going to be for an edtech education thing, the visuals again varies. If you're going to be talking to a learner, providing them with some online content, the creative visualization varies there. Collaboration. So if it's just going to be you, or you have different people in your team working together, how important is collaboration? Like how important is how many people are involved, how actively you have to work with different people matters. So let's take a look at that as well. And the features and professionalism, let's take a look at all of this in detail. So first, I have a presentation here. This is this is a three slides that I've designed using Canva. So again, why is Canva important? Canva is basically a tool that is very design focused. So when I say design focused, what do I mean? So this is how the basic Canva page looks like. If you come here, you have something called docs. You can create your docs here, and the documents that you create you can convert it to a presentation later on. That feature is there. You can create whiteboards like this. If it's going to be a slide that you want to present in your class or in a meeting, you can create slides like this. Of course, the presentations, there are various templates available that you can choose. If it's for social media, again, for each platform, they have their own customization. Like you can see Instagram post, Instagram story, ad, and reels. And similarly for Facebook and LinkedIn. You could also create videos. And if it's for your product that you want to create, it's you have a lot of options here. And you could also create websites. So that is what I mean when I say design focused. And again, it's ease of use. That is, you need not be a very well versed designer to create this, because all of the designs that you see are available here. You just have to pick the right one for your what you want, your presentation or your audience, whichever works. I'm someone who loves greenery and plants and everything, so this is what I chose today, the plants. So this is my thing. There are similarly there are a lot of pitch decks available. You just have to click on it and start adding your content. You just have to change it. And if you have your own template, if you have your own fonts and other colors that you have to use when you're working for different clients, there are some necessities that checklists that we have to follow, like a brand book that will involve the colors that we have to use. So all of that can be incorporated using this Canva tool itself. Again, there are different various layouts available. It's very easy to use. And the collaboration. Again, here there's an option to share it with your team. You just have to share the link with them, and they'll be simultaneously work with it. Why is this important? Because if you're going to be sharing the same presentation for review, if you have to share it with your senior for review, and if you want their comments, you could share it with them and they could add a comment here right away. So every time a person adds a comment, you'll be notified, you'll be getting an email. So you'll know what is happening. So that collaboration is there. And customizability. Of course, it can be custom. You can customize it as per your own needs. There are no any difficulties in that. So, who is this ideal for? It's ideal for creative presentations. If you want your presentation to be very creative and visually appealing, this is the right tool for you. If you're going to be presenting some marketing pitches, if you're going to show some slides and graphs and other visual pitches. This is since we have a lot of inbuilt templates available. This is an easy tool. In the last minute, if you just want to put things on the go, you can use it. And of course, for social media and for non-technical users. By non-technical users, what do I mean? So if someone is from a science background, if they are from a professional background, they wouldn't want, and if it's some senior people we are working with, they wouldn't want too many visual things. They would want a simple professional thing. So for them, Canva might not be the right tool. For them, we might have to look at a different tool. So in Google Slides too, what you have is there is an option for themes. So you can choose from the list of the standard themes here that's available here, and you could also import a theme. So by importing a theme, what do I mean? There are a lot of templates available on the web. If you have a template, you could import it from your local. I'll talk about templates in a bit. So again, uh, why do we need to use Google Slides? So if you look at this, how it looks, Google Slides are basically it's all cloud based. You for PowerPoint presentation, you might have to save the file continuously because it's saved on a local. You might have to save continuously. But Google Slides or Canva, it gets saved automatically since it's always on the web. It's cloud based. You won't lose your data. And collaboration, so if you just have to share this file with other people. So when you do that, multiple people can access the same file, and you will the real time collaboration can happen. If two people are using the same viewing the same file, you will even get to know which person is on which slide and what they're doing. It the collaboration level is much more higher compared to Canva and PowerPoint. And again, customizability. This has a lot of customizable tools available, but it is very basic compared to Canva and PowerPoint. Google Slides offers very minimal customizability and options available. Someone who has used PowerPoint most of the time might not feel Google Slides very comfortable. So whose is useful for? Again, like I mentioned, it is for collaborative projects. If you want multiple, if you have multiple stakeholders involved, if you want to collaborate with a lot of people, Google Slides is the one because the versions get saved when you're using PowerPoint. You might, since it's in your local, you might have the version how you're saving the file, and the versions get problem. But on Google Slides, since it's all on cloud based, it is very helpful for collaborative projects and for education. Like this is simple tool available. So for online educative slides, this is very useful. This is again basic to intermediate, nothing very fancy or professional. So this is something we have created using PowerPoint. So PowerPoint is very feature rich. It offers a very comprehensive set of tools. This is for professionals and all kind of learners. This is a highly important tool. This gives you an offline access. Like I said, this both Canva and Google Slide works using the internet. You always have to be connected. But PowerPoint, since it's a local one, you have the offline access. Compatibility, yeah. So you can for professional works that use a lot of Microsoft apps and other Office products, this is highly compatible. If you're using Google Slides, that integration is available when you're using other Google Workspace products like Google Docs or Google Sheets. Similarly, when you're using PowerPoint, if you're using Microsoft Office tools, this is highly recommended. There are since to say PowerPoint has been there for since a very long time. They have continuously been evolving. So there are a lot of advanced features available. Like the one that you see, this animation for this slide, it was completely developed using PowerPoint itself. So all of these animations, and now you could include AI features also in PowerPoint itself. So I'll just show you how. So there's under design, if you have, there's an option called designer. Here, similar to this slide doesn't have anything. Yeah, but usually what happens is you'll get a lot of ideas here. How to change your layout and how to customize your slide. It gives a lot of tools here. You could also use screen recording if you want to record your screen and talk to your audience. If you're creating a content like that, you could do it on PowerPoint seamlessly. Here again, there is something called the slide master. So, what do I mean by that? So, um, when I said about templates, the one that you're seeing right now, this is created for the particular course that we want. So, based on each course, each project that you have, there are different options available. You can create it here. For example, you just want to add your signature. You could just add it in the slide master and it will be replicated throughout the entire slide.
So, okay. So Madhvi is telling how to do screen recording. She's asking how to do screen recording.
Okay.
And Mumtaz has a question. She asks how to create pictures in PPT as you have included now.
Okay. So pictures like these, we can insert it direct. We can get the pictures from the stock images. These are called stock images, and it is available in PowerPoint itself. Based on any topic you want, you can choose the pictures from here, or you could use online tools like free pick shutterstock to get images like this. And if you're talking about images like this, these are shapes that were available. There are websites like slidesgo that offers a lot of templates, PowerPoint templates and Google slide templates that you can download and change the colors as per your requirements. This is something we have created like that. We have changed the colors. This is a color palette, a brand color. So we have changed it according to that. And coming to screen recording, yeah. Do you see this option called screen recording? Insert, and the last option is screen recording. So here, the audio and the select area is available, whichever area. Suppose I want only this particular part of my screen to be recorded, I can just select it and say record. So it starts recording. If I want the pointer also, the pointer will also be recorded. In case I want to be talking about anything, showing on the slides, that can also be done using screen record. See again, wherever I move, only this particular area will be selected. I hope that is visible. Animation. Yeah, just a second. So this recording that I did just got saved and it has been created as a video here. So even the We can choose if we want the audio or not. So including the audio, everything has been created and saved here. So this video again can be edited using the playback option, where you go to trim video and you can select which portion you want to have. Because since all of this black screen is something we don't need, we want something else, we can crop the limit and save the video. This video can also be saved to your local machine. Save media. So it will be saved. So coming to adding animations. So for example, this slide, this I've already animated. I'll just show how it looks like. So this is something. There are options like animations that are various options available here. There are something called entrance animations, emphasis. I'll show that entrance effect, emphasis, and there is something called exit, and there is also something called motion parts. This is a bit might be a little overwhelming right now, so we'll just look at the first three now. I'll just play the slide. So since if you can see the animations just appear one after the other. For this I've just set dissolve in. So you just have to click the entity and then choose which effect you want. So here, since I'm going to be talking one after the other, I want points to appear one after the other. Like after I speak about a particular point, I want the next one to appear. In that cases, we can use what is called as on click. But if I want everything to appear, like I'm not going to be talking. If it's some person going to be just viewing on remotely, there's something called with previous or after previous option. What that means is when this title appears, this image will also follow. Just play that. So if you see it appear together. So again, there is an option to set a delay. What that means, after first the text box will appear, then after a few minutes, a few seconds, based on the delay that we set here, it'll appear little late. So if I'm setting to 50 seconds, 50 microseconds, it'll appear a little late. So this kind of delayed animations will be helpful when you're having a lot of other, like if you're doing a video, I'll just quickly show a video. I'm just demoing a PowerPoint slide that we have created.
Tom, I'm stuck on fractions. Can you help?
Let's simplify. Fractions are like pizza slices. Imagine you have one pizza, one whole, divided into 4 slices. Each slice is 1/4 of the pizza.
So these two are just discussing about the slices, like they're discussing fractions, comparing it with the pizza slices.
So 2 by 4 is just 2 slices out of 4.
So what we have done is we have the voiceovers here, we have the audio here, and based on the audio, there's animations happening. This is something you can create on PowerPoint. The final product will be a video. Okay, photo in this shape. So this one is just I go to picture format here, and there's an option called crop. So here, if you do the drop down, there's an option called crop to shape, where you can choose whatever shape you want. I just selected this one. crop to shape. So here I just want to move ahead with the online tools that are available for free grammar tools that you can use to check whatever your script is about. So here in my browser, if you see, I have this extension. This is the Grammarly extension that I have. It's a free tool available. You can, if you're using Chrome browser or any other browser, you can add it as your extension. You could also download this, and if you, what happens when you download this, if you're going to be editing offline a lot, this tool here, the one that you see here, it will be available offline as well for all your offline tools. Like if you're working with Word, PowerPoint, or any other offline tools, this will be accessible. It's just a plugin that you have to download and install it in your machine. Grammarly, Grammarly is one such tool available, and there's something called Hemingway. So if you have a lot of text available and if you want to check, uh, just have to copy paste your text here. This is very intuitive. Like the lines, the color code, it says what is very hard to read, what is very easy to read. It shows the grade also. So what for a grade 8 person will be able to read this if it's good. If it's above grade 8 and grade 9, it is very complex. There are continuous sentences and your learners may not be able to comprehend. So basically it has to be around grade 9 or below that is also good. Having grade 1 or below that does not mean your content is very childish. It means anybody reading it will be able to understand very quickly. It is not very complex. So I'll share the links for both of this. It is Hemingway app. I just put it here. Both of them are free tools that you can check. These are something that I've been using. In case you want something else, again you just have to do a Google search. You would find a lot of online tools available. Such tools you don't even have to sign up, because if you sign up for Grammarly or something, you would get emails. If you don't want that, just have to check online tools like this, copy paste your content here, and it will give you the results. There are different tools available here. Also, you could use the AI tools right now. If you could use Gemini or ChatGPT. Based on your prompts, again, it will generate you whatever is needed. Check the grammar of a particular sentence, it would give you the right tool. I use it frequently. So, if you could let us know about your background, like what type of presentations you usually create, what type of presentations you want to create, we could discuss about that as well.
PPT for class demo. That's what Mumtaz says.
Classes, okay. So I understand you will have to present your slides and explain about it, the concepts and detailings. Okay. So I assume you might be using PowerPoint. So I'll also share the website available where you can download templates that I just mentioned.
So Shifa asks how to attract students using PPT.
So, if it's going to be talking to students, I'll share the slides that I mentioned. This website again has a lot of templates available where you can download and customize it as per your requirement. That is one thing. And the second thing is when you're creating content for learners and especially students, we want something to be happening on the screen. That is, if it's too much text heavy, they wouldn't read much. Or if it's too much colors and something, no, again, that won't be very engaging. So the colors have to be optimized, and the text on screen also should be very minimal. What do I mean by minimal is you can, like I showed, I'll just quickly share my screen again. The one that I had, a presentation here, if you see it has a hope my screen is visible. So I just wanted to talk about four different points here. So I've used a layout like this. So when the student comes back and sees this, they'll just know the points here. They'll just remember those 4 points, and if they remember that, I think that must do, right? They can quickly revise and everything. Again, if it's 4 points or more than that you want, you can have layouts like this. Not this is very normal, like having an image and then too many text on screen. This is something we do normally. Instead of that, you could go to something like this. Layouts like this again can be found in this website that I just mentioned. I'll just see this. If you just download and add it to your slides, uh, you can change whatever you want. So something like this that will be visually appealing for them, and the points are very concise. They just have to remember the points, and they'll remember the concept as well. So if you're using something like this, I hope it helps them remember and stay engaged. I hope I answered your question. How to include lines and numbers? So this is something that was pre-created. Now I'll just create a slide from a blank slide. Some of the features are available in PowerPoint itself that we can use. These are some basic tools that are there. For example, if you want to explain a chart or something, you can use this. Here you just have to type the numbers and it will appear. This is one layout that is already available. I just have to enter the text here. And I can change the colors as well. If I have a template already set, it would choose the colors accordingly. Now it is all blue. Now if I want, I can change it like this. This is because we have we have pre-designed colors available. That is why it is picking these colors. If you want to change that, under design colors, there are different options available. And there is an also option called customize colors. So for our brand, whatever colors are available, whatever is there in our brand book, we have designed those colors here. So, in case you have some colors that are for your organization, you can pick those colors so that the brand colors are maintained. Such graphics can be included there. There are many such spins available. They also have a small description in case. So you can use a picture. Again, a picture I can add. I can also add a text image here. This option to add text. The font can also be again customized. So however I want, I can change it here. If you want it to be bullet point, you can have it like that. So how I did this is insert smart art, and under that you have all these options. For notes, we have the notes section available. You could add notes. This is available in all the three tools that I showed. For example, even Canva here has notes option. So you can add your notes here. And while you're presenting, you just have to go into the presenter view. So what happens is the people viewing it will only see your slides, and the notes will be accessible only to you. This is available in Canva as well as Google Slides and PowerPoint. You don't have to carry notes with you. You can add it here. Usually, what we do is if we have a script or something, we add it here. For example, this one, slide one, this is supposed to happen. What is happening? This scene is being explained, and the conversation between Sarah and Tom. We have added it here in the notes section here. Whatever is happening here. This can sometimes be helpful if you want to generate transcripts also. Just an accessibility tool.
So Madhvi is asking, then it will be visible to everyone, no?
No, since you're going to be using the presenter view, the notes will be accessible only to you. But if you're going to be sharing it with everybody and you don't want your notes available there, I mean, notes to be shared, you cannot add it there. But otherwise, if you're just presenting your slides, you can use the notes section.
I think Sneha has excellently answered all the questions till now. It's been, I don't know, it's a visual treat. Okay, Mumtaz says it's a wonderful session. Thanks for sharing. So, thanks, Mumtaz, for giving a feedback on this. So Madhvi says lots of new tips. Thanks, Neha. I agree with you, Madhvi. There are so many tips, and when we when we prepare a presentation, we miss out on a lot of things. And I feel by incorporating all these tips, it'll be a visual treat to the audience. So it's exactly 7 p.m. now, and we will be closing the session. I'm assuming that there are no more questions. Thanks, Neha, for this wonderful, wonderful session. You have engaged all of us successfully, I can say. So thank you so much for sharing your insights on, presenting this kind of a session. So thank you so much, Sneha. Have a great evening ahead. Thanks for all the participants. Thanks to all the participants who have joined this session. We hope to see you all soon in our next webinar. Please do register in our on our platform for the upcoming webinars. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thanks, Simran. Thank you.